Alright, we're back. Just had a short intermission involving a bad port. The only reason I put this over the PS2 version is because it has hard mode. If it wasn't for hard mode, I'd say just go out of your way and emulate the PS2 version. It has some slowdown. Oh, he said something new. Ryudo, you're back, and I thought I'd never have to see your face again. Get out of here as soon as you can. Like, the PS2 version, like, the worst it gets is slowdown and the occasional texture bug and some sound imbalance. Like, earlier in the game, Rowan has can get a warp knife, and once I ended the battle with him in mid-warp, and his model was untextured. That was the only real graphical bug in the game on the PS2 version. Anything else is really a matter of inconvenience to any actual problems, like where it slows down in most areas of the game. Because the PS2 can't quite handle it. Oh, a customer. Oh, it's you, Ryudo. What do you want? Let's see. Okay, Dreadbow. Talisman and Crescent Jade. I kind of want to get the healing fruit, but we don't really need them. We have enough healing items. I might want to get some healing incense. I'm not sure. -1 move level. Not really good. We'll want some Grail fruits. 15 should cover all of our MP recovery needs, especially since we have Lumiere flowers. $35 dynamite should last us a little while. It might be overkill. I don't know what you're here for, but I don't want any trouble, you hear? That may be overkill on the dynamite, but as Valmar's claws have shown us, overkill is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh look, people. Get out. Yeah, that's right, beat it. Well, if it isn't the outcast himself, why are you here, Ryudo? You know you're not wanted. You don't belong here. No such thing as too much dynamite. Can't argue with that. Too bad dynamite's as outclassed. I wish I could welcome you home, Ryudo, but the scars of the past are still too fresh and have yet to heal. Ryudo, you are no longer welcome here. We desire to forget what happened here. We desire to forget of you and your brother. Now leave. Leave this village. Melphis is here. I can feel it. Melphis? Where? Haven't you two brought us enough misfortune? Don't bother. I'm leaving as soon as I finish my business here. Very well. Then leave the village in peace. But I must beseech you, bring no more misery upon us. Step 1 inch out of line and you'll pay. You and your good-for-nothing brother. How horrible. None of this could be Ryudo's fault. It was Melphis who caused all the trouble here, right? Save it, Elena. We do what we came here to do. And we leave. Cheerful people. Yeah, Dynamite just outright gets outclassed by stuff later in the game. Ryudo, why do they treat you in such a manner? Beats me. But this is your home. What could have possibly happened here that would make everyone treat you like an outcast? Not worth repeating. Stop prying. Have you any suspicions as to where your brother may be, Ryudo? My old house. We begin there. Hey look, it's a giant sword lighthouse sort of thing. Wonder how it works. Alright, now is a point where we just talk to everyone. Sorry, we're outside. Ryudo, you whippersnapper, now look what you've done. No sooner do you come back than that no-good Melfish shows up too. Grandpa, remember your stress level. My stress level? I have a mind to... If you're worried about my health, and you pack up and get off this island, you... While I were younger, I'd smack around all of you. You out. My back. Grandpa, take it easy. Take it easy? Take yourself off this island and don't come back. Ow, ow, ow. What did this village ever do to you or Memphis? Hey, leave us alone. Leave us in misery, but leave us in peace. Ryudo, all the grown-ups in the village call you a jinx. Why do they call you that? Did something bad happen? Did you do something bad, Ryudo? Listen to your elders. They're right. I'm the worst thing for this village. Now beat it. Oh yeah? Well, I don't believe it. It's not true. You wouldn't do any bad things. Well, it is true, kid. And if you know what's good for you, you'll run away from me. Go home, you understand? No, I don't believe it. Ryudo isn't a bad guy. He's a nice guy. I know it. Alright. Let's see. Ryudo, look at my hands. They're smooth, not rough like yours. All the men have smooth hands now. So, you've given up the sword. Remember when Gata, you and I used to brag about who had the most calloused hands? I wasn't talking about then. I just wanted to show you that our lives are different from yours now. Ryudo, leave the village. It's best for everyone that way. There's no place for you here anymore. Why do you think I've been away for the past 3 years? I know there's no place for me here. Then what are you waiting for? You don't want to dredge up the past either, do you? No, I don't. I just want to face it. Leave, Ryudo. Get out. It's better that way for everyone. There's no place for you here anymore. After all you've done, why do you even show your face around here? Leave this village now. I will, after I defeat Memphis. You will? Will you? Ha! Who could believe you or your stinking brother? You're right. Look, I'll leave this place as soon as my work is done. I promise. Nothing you say can be trusted. Leave. Leave us now. Are you still here? Leave. Beat it. I will, after I destroy Memphis. Yeah, cheerful town indeed. Alright, I'm not exactly sure where it triggers the next bit of the story. Alright, I just don't walk up there. Ryudo, now you have seen the look in the eyes of the villagers, the look of fear. Don't pour salt in an old wound. There is nothing you can do but leave, Ryudo. Let us forget. I understand, Chief, but I'm sorry. I can't just walk away. I've been running from my past for too long now. There is nothing left in this village. No spirit to resist, not even to live. Ever since that day, we lost everything. Want to know what, Aramanu? We just want to be left alone. That's all we ask. So please leave us, Ryudo. Alright, I'll leave and I'll never come back. But before I go, I must face Memphis. I must fight him. We don't want any trouble. Oh, story trigger. I know what it is. I just wasn't sure how close I could get to it. We don't want any trouble. All we want is to live in peace. Please, at least respect our wishes. For a moment, I thought there was a mistextured rock. Alright, we're head up here. The last of the NPCs are over here, I think. Sasha sleeps here. I wonder who Sasha was. She was still a child when she died. She refused to believe Memphis would do anything wrong. She trusted him until the end. The trust of a child is so innocent. Memphis betrayed that trust. Curse him. Grandfather, it's me, Ryudo. I'm back. Sorry to make you worry. Ryudo, is this your grandfather's place of rest? Not my real grandfather. He's the old man that taught me about true swordsmanship. Ah, the grandfather you tell all the stories about. The one who taught you the way of the sword. Old man Rajak taught me everything, from how to properly grip a sword to how you clear your mind before battle. He died when I was still little. I had so many things I wanted to ask him. This elder was indeed your spiritual guide, a mentor. Grandfather Rajak, it's me, Ryudo. I'll come back to face Memphis. Don't laugh. I'll beat him. Look, such an old grave. I can't even read the name of it. It's been like that ever since I was a kid. No one knows whose grave it is, but everyone who is born in the village comes to rest here. It must be someone from ages ago. Rena, I'm finally home, big sister. Sorry to make you wait so long. I don't know anything about a Rayjack, don't ask me. Sister? Ryudo, I didn't know. She wasn't really my sister. She was Melphis' first victim, and his fiancée. Rena always treated me like her family, her little brother. In that sense, she was a sister to me. But in a few more months, I'll be older than she was when she died. Ryudo. So your big sister sleeps in this grave. Why has it not been cared for properly? This is disrespectful to Rena. It doesn't surprise me. After what happened, the villagers here can't bear to remind themselves of such a tragedy. Ryudo, what exactly happened here? Elena, do not ask. Rena, forgive me for leaving you so long. Once I settle this with Melphis, I'll be back. Watch over me. Bart, I'm back now. It's been, what, 3 years now? Do you know the person buried here, Ryudo? Yes, he was this old guy. Another of Melphis' victims. Bart always fenced with his kids. He'd still be fencing if only. He loved swordplay, did he? Curse Melphis. Gallius, it's me, Ryudo. I'm back to bury Melphis. Ryudo, he too was a victim of Melphis? Yes, he cut him down without hesitation. Once possessed, no one could stop Melphis back then. Rayjack is a character from King's Knight. What an odd reference. I never heard of that game. Melphis and Gallius trained together, crafting and honing their skills, and still, Melphis slaughtered him. Ryudo, Melphis must be stopped. Many people have fallen by his hand. This must stop now. Yes, Merrick, I'll face him, and I'll stop him forever. Oh, wait, that was different. How terrible. Lord Grannis, I beseech you, may his soul rest in peace. Ryudo, we've not forgotten what Melphis did. His sin has scarred our village. NES game? Why do you return now, Ryudo? You deserted us. What are you here for? Why? Why do you treat him like that? This is his home, too. Elena, it's all right. We'll leave as soon as we're finished here. Until then, just ignore what they say. Ryudo, you've seen the village. It's not the peaceful place it was when you lived here, is it? Ever since your brother took away the idol, the life of the village has drained away. We can't even grow enough to eat anymore. I've noticed. But how can you give up? You can't possibly want to live your lives this way. Stop running away from your troubles. Ryudo, it was you who ran away from us. What are you doing back now? Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Don't revive all the sorrow again. Ever since that day, the men move around like a bunch of slugs. The harvest and catches have been miserable. And their despair is all the doing of that brother of yours. You've got a lot of nerve showing that face of yours around here. I do not understand. Why do they blame one brother for the actions of the other? Ryudo and Melphis are separate beings, no? If it hadn't been for you, we would still be living happily like before. How could we ever forgive you? Do you think I enjoy reminding you? Do you think I want to tell you these things after not seeing you for so long? I understand. Well, you must understand that I intend to leave as soon as I can. You're going to have to bear with me. Just be sure you leave, Ryudo. Don't do anything to make things worse than they already are. Do you hear me? And if you try to leave... Map. Alright, now we can move on with the story. Oh wait, I didn't actually go into houses, did I? We'll take care of that next. Oh, I didn't realize this one was here. You're Ryudo, right? Mommy said I'm not supposed to talk to you. Well then, you better do what your mother says. If you don't, she'll spank you with a sword scabbard, right? But I didn't get it. But I don't get it. Why does everyone hate you, Ryudo? Mommy said I'd better not catch you talking to that Ryudo. Why? What's wrong with you, Ryudo? That will be revealed in about 10 minutes if I have to guess. We'll see the story behind that. At your age, you just better do what Mom tells you. Go on now. Why Ryudo? Wait, I just don't get it. Why is it wrong to talk to Ryudo? Why does Mommy and everyone else hate Ryudo so much? Yeah, I'll be seeing that shortly. Oh, this is house number 4. Memphis is coming back. His thirst for destruction is unquenchable. How much more will he make us suffer? Ryudo, you wouldn't know because you deserted us. Oh, how we've suffered. Stop. You must not say such things, please. Right after Memphis stole the idol, there was a terrible earthquake. Almost every house was destroyed. And now that we've finally begun to recover, you return to attack Memphis. Just leave us alone, Ryudo. I won't let him hurt you anymore. I will run away no longer. Why does Memphis have to come? Why? Why does he have to ruin everything now? We've finally begun to live our lives in peace. Please leave us alone. Yeah, after I'm done talking with everyone, we'll get into that. Wait, were these guys down here before? No, they were not. No one hiding back here. Hey, you're a bad guy. Go away. Shoo, shoo. Now, you do not understand. Ryudo is not a bad man. Elena, let it be. His mother probably told him. That clearly looks like a girl. My mommy didn't tell me. She died. She got sick and died. My mommy got sick and she died. My daddy told me about you. He said it was some guy named Memphis' fault. And you like Memphis, right? No, I have no allegiance to Memphis. He's my enemy and he will fall before my blade. It used to be a fine village. The men all practiced the sword, and the women helped as much as possible. The air was alive back then. In the days before the tourney, everyone would... never mind. We can't relive the past. Why does this village reek of despair? The villagers have all lost spirit since that day when Memphis... Never mind. We'll never be able to bring back the busy, happy village we had. Oh, what a world, what a world. But ma'am, you must remain hopeful if things are ever to get any better. You're a young girl, but a broken sword will always be a broken sword. No smith can ever fix it. That's what we are now. Nah, but you can melt down the old sword and make a new one out of it. I mean, you could fix a broken sword. It's just not likely to be as good as it was. Hey, Ryudo, move it, will you? I have to clean the old guy's grave. Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. If you really were sorry, you wouldn't have come back. You know that seeing you brings back memories of that fateful day. It's hard enough just seeing the old guy's grave. It brings back that day. Seeing you makes it even worse. No one is more aware of this than I. I'll leave as soon as my job here is finished. The broken sword is broken. Yes, but... And a blue... Pancake is blue. What's your point? You mean you've come to face Memphis? But why? What good will it do? Ryudo has returned to settle his score. Rest easy. No harm will come to you. All you're doing is bringing misfortune to Memphis. No, not only to him, but to the whole village. Why, Ryudo? Why? Now we can go in the rest of the houses. Let's see. As I live and breathe, it's Memphis. You're the swordsman that won all the tourneys. Actually, I'm Ryudo. Oh, you are you? But that Memphis, he was so strong and competent. No one could wield a sword better than he. Memphis went and grew stronger and stronger. There was no one in the village that could hold a candle to his skills. Excuse me. Why did he go off and work so hard, though? What was he after? Do you think there was something he wanted to do? Curse him. I know too well the sort of things he wants. Memphis was the pride of the village. No one was stronger than him. Thankfully, in the first fight with him, he really did not hurt us as bad as I was expecting him to. Which is good, because we have better access to defense than we did before. You wouldn't know they were related unless they outright told you. They do not look the same at all. They have completely different colors after hair colors. His is blue, Ryudo is brown. That's the only thing I can say on top of my head. Ryudo, you've come back, have you? I'm sorry, but I only have one thing to say. Leave us immediately. How? How can you say that? This is as much as his home as it is yours. Why must you be so rude to Ryudo? I won't argue with that. But with Ryudo here, this village is doomed. Actually, no. Cam Clark voices another, character other than Ryudo, and it's not Melphis. It's someone else. Can't remember who it was. Or, rather, I can't remember who voiced Melphis. Cam Clark voiced Ryudo and Father Carius back at the beginning of the game. Let's see. Like, Melphis is decked out in armor, so you wouldn't be able to tell much anyway. Ever since that incident with Melphis, wells have dried up, our catches are smaller, some have taken ill and died. Are you saying that people will die if Ryudo remains here? Tio, stop! Bad things may happen with me here. Tio may be right, Elena. I know it's wrong, Ryudo, but please understand. We don't want to lose what we have held on to. Please. I do understand. I will leave after I finish my work here. I kind of like how it looks like there's swords that are light fixtures like stuck out of the table. Because like that has to be so secure. Well, there might be a metal plate. Oh, watch this. I almost died. Ryudo, I don't know what you expect to accomplish by coming back here. It's not that I'm happy to see you. It's not that I'm not happy to see you, but if you're here, something terrible might happen again. I can't welcome you. Work brings me into town. After it is settled and done with, I promise I'll bother you no longer. May as well have named him Satan Evil Bad. I don't know about that one. It's not that I'm not happy to see you, but I simply can't bring myself to welcome you, Ryudo. In my head canon, those two would have hooked up if things hadn't gone the way they did. Smelfus. Well, considering how much I smacked him around on hard mode, yeah, pretty much. This was our house. Ryudo. There are other places to take the hunt. Meet with us at the inn. Come, Tio. My brother was always better with the blade than everyone else. He would have become a great sword master. How did he come, then, to be possessed by Valmar? You don't understand. Melphis did it to himself. Everything. He... To the inn. Merrick waits, and Melphis will be found soon enough. Ryudo! You really think you can kill Melphis? Your own brother? I have no brother. Melphis is a demon, and I will kill him. You ran before. How do you expect to deal with him now, especially if he's a demon? No, I'll do it. I'll kill him myself. I'll be sure to inform the chief of your bravado. Stop it, Ryudo. Hiya! Curse it! If you hadn't run away. If only you'd fought with me back then, everything would be different. Perhaps, but this is the now, and you have no hope of defeating Melphis, and... even if you could, it would not unbend a single blade of grass in this cursed town. Ryudo was 13 at the time. He's 16 as of this game. I don't buy it. Elena passes for 16, Ryudo does not. Sir, he's right, you know. This village has been beaten, shamed. Just the mention of Melphis' name is enough to make us cower in defeat. When the village's greatest swordsman became possessed, we lost not only our sword of justice, but the ideals it stood for. Village of swordsmen. Bah! Justice is something that cannot be stolen. It exists in your heart. Ideals can never be lost if you believe in them. No. He's 16 now. Bah! What do you know? Go. Ryudo waits. don't expect anyone to have... Where did he go anyway? Did he just like hop that short wall? Look at this. Here on the corner of this door are little marks. See? Right about waist high. And there's one mark way above, right? Yes, you're right. There is. What are these marks, Ryudo? Ryudo, wait. Is something wrong? Wait. Look at this door, Ryudo. It has these little marks on it. What could they be? Come on, Elena. Stop wasting time. Let's go. I think there's no new dialogue now. So now, story time. Whoop, wrong one. I almost went back to the Merrick Square. I wonder if they're sitting anywhere. Probably not. I find it odd how the inns just seem oddly small sometimes. Like, especially, Lilligoo, because you can't really go to any of the rooms in that one. Of course, there's no need that necessitates them to go there. Ryudo, that's the same. Let us stay just for tonight. That's the plot of Zelda. Hey, Ducky and Capcom, welcome back. So you want to stay, you cursed pariah. Ah. Merrick, how did it go? The scent of Melphis hangs heavily in the air. He is in this village, of this I am certain. Melphis? You brought Melphis here? Ryudo has nothing to do with Melphis being here. Why must you persecute him? What has he done? This village is doomed, I fear. Our destruction is at hand. Why do you say this? Elena, forget about it. I do not understand. These are a warrior people, bound to the blade. Why then do they permit another to trample them underfoot as so many stones along a path? Merrig, their wounds do not pierce their flesh, but rather their hearts. Minish Cap, Ocarina, Majora's Link. Pretty sure the cartoon Link's also about 13 years old. No, not in Ocarina of Time. Adult Link's what? 17, I think it was? I'll let you stay tonight, but you'd better leave in the morning. But that still makes him like the oldest incarnation of Link ever. There's a long voice acting scene coming up, so I won't be talking.
I wonder what happened to Ryudo here. Is this really where he grew up?
Miss, do you really want to know what happened to Ryudo?
Who are you?
It does not matter. Do not look outside. Look and I will leave. One more thing. Do not repeat this to anyone. Understand?
All right. Just tell me, what happened?
Known as the Village of Swordsmen, this is where men came to polish their skills and pursue the way of the sword. Melphis and Ryudo were raised by the village chief after they lost their parents when they were young. The two began combat training and soon showed incredible progress. Melphis in particular became the greatest swordsman the village had ever seen. Ryudo spent all day, every day, practicing with his best friend, Gata. Melphis was admired for being the strongest swordsman in the village. Eventually, Melphis became engaged to the village chief's daughter, Rena. The good-natured Rena was already like a sister to Ryudo.
Like this sword without a cloud,
Like this blade, pure and true.
we shall become swordsmen, strong of heart.
Then, one day, a terrible storm beset the village. From the altar of the idol came an unusual rumbling. The idol was a sword of such terrible power that it could only be wielded by the most powerful swordsman in the world. The sword was believed to protect the village from harm. Rena went to the altar to quiet the angry idol. The villagers waited for Rena to return safely, but hope as they might, the strange rumblings did not cease. No one knew what happened to Rena. Thus began a terrible tragedy. When Rena did not come back, the worried village chief sent Melphis and a few other villagers to investigate. Yet the storm and rumblings only grew worse. Ryudo silently trailed Melphis. And witnessed
Malphus! Rena! Malphus! Ah! Ah! It can't be. No. What? Memphis? How could you?
Ryudo wept at the sight of the dead Rena. Her body lay as it were, impaled upon the sword of Melphis. The villagers searched the island, but found neither hide nor hair of Melphis. Murderer, idol thief. This is how Melphis was now known. Because of his brother, Ryudo could no longer live in the village. So he came to live as a geohound. That was about 3 years ago.
So up until now, Ryudo has lived bearing his own sorrow like that.
Betrayed by the brother he trusted most, he became leery of ever trusting anyone again.
It must have been hard, being driven into exile, living all alone. The poor thing.
Your understanding that will make it all much easier on him.
Alright. And that's about it. That's it. Grail Mountain. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. We're going to Grail Mountain. Malphus has got to be there. Now let us move with the silence and certainty of day passing to dusk. You're going to Grail Mountain? It's become so ugly that no one goes there anymore. We'll go to the place where the horns of Valmar are sealed, and then we'll settle this. Ryuda, what do you think you're doing? The village of old is gone forever. Alright, I'm going to make a save here. You know, if I was smart, I would have done all my shopping after... Excuse me, after this cutscene. So I don't have to sit through it every time I decide to buy different stuff. Right? Like, wouldn't that make more sense than what I did? Okay. So, yeah, they do get new dialogue. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, what about that voice, Arkin? Ryudo, lad, you have the face of a man about to head into a storm. A big storm. But I don't see any doubt on that face. That's because there isn't any. I can't afford to doubt myself. This storm must be weathered. I can't outrun my past. I understand that now. It's sink or swim from here on out. Sink or swim, is it? Ha ha! Well, a lad like you can say it with me anytime. Place your bets and no regrets. That be my motto, lad. Sky? He probably does sound familiar. I don't remember who voiced him on the top of my head, though. Life be like flipping a coin. You have to call it for yourself. No one else can call it for you. Ha! Thank you, Bacala. I'll see you soon. So far, no sign of another Merrick boat. Ryudo, Malphus has returned. Was that your doing? Was it you who brought him back? Malphus again. I can't even bear the thought. I don't even want to think of that day. You are all thinking only of yourselves. What makes you believe that Ryudo does not suffer from his memories as well? Elena, leave it be. I'm here to send Malphus to his grave. Nothing more. Now go. Let's go. Malphus is coming back. No, I can't bear the memory. At least he don't seem to have as much dialogue. For a moment I thought that was another corrupted tile. Malphus does bad things, doesn't he? And you like Malphus, so you do bad things too, don't you? You're going to make everyone sick and die, just like my mommy, aren't you? Not so, little one. When the body is sick, it must purge the disease. Ryudo is here to purge Malphus, the disease. Merrick, she won't understand you. Besides, Malphus waits. So you're going to fight that Malphus guy? That my daddy was wrong? Yes, Ryudo will destroy Malphus. So he is not the bad guy, you see. You should be on Ryudo's side. Elena, I appreciate the thought, but that's not really going to help. Wait. That was the same. You say Malphus is coming? It's of no concern to me. I have little time left as it is. How can you say that? Ryudo, are you any different? You... 21! 21! Typos! Your plan is to fight him, isn't it? But you'll die as surely as I will. No one can beat Malphus. Fighting him is suicide. Am I wrong, Ryudo? Perhaps no one is good enough to beat Malphus, but we can do nothing until we try to stand up to him. We can't keep running. Elder, Ryudo does not intend to sacrifice his life. Melphis cannot be allowed to continue onward. Ryudo understands this. Paul aiding? I think that's right. Maybe so, but no one can best Melphis. I've seen him. I know. His power is inhuman. The only characters I can remember who are voiced on top of my head is Cam Clark did Ryudo and Father Carius. Kim, my guest, did Tio and Celine. And Jodie Benson did Millennia. I think someone else, but I can't remember. Paella, I think. Yeah, probably. If I'm not, I know all the voice actors voice 2 characters each. At least 2 characters each in this game. We have not seen the last of them, though. Let's see. It's a Colonel from Metal Gear, Grandpa Max, and Ben 10. Oh yeah, Colonel Campbell. What's his name, was it? It's been a while since I played Metal Gear Solid. Ryudo, did Melphis do something really bad? Yeah, kid, he did. That's why I have to find him and kill him. Look, this is not for you to think on. Kill him, but I thought you liked Melphis. I don't get it. Why are you going to fight him? Why did Melphis do what he did? What bad thing did he do to make you want to fight him? You don't need to hear the tale now. Just go home. But you liked Melphis before. Why are you going to fight him now? Why? I just don't get it. Oh yeah, one little detail that you might want to, Arkin, you might want to keep in mind is that earlier it's been revealed that Melphis is actually possessed by the Horns of Valmar. Like, at the beginning of the game, it shows a cutscene of the God of Light, Granis, defeating the Devil of Darkness, Valmar. But he was merely split into pieces and not destroyed, and they've been sealed all across the world. Did you say Melphis is waiting for you? That's not true, is it? Tell me it's not true. It is true, and I'm going to face him. Face him? You can't mean you're going to fight him? No, you'll be destroyed. Ryudo, why must you fight Melphis? You can never win against him. He'll kill you for certain. I've run from his shadow for too long. The time has come to stop running. But Ryudo, if you challenge Melphis, you're sure to be killed. Do you want to die? Also, the game's plot was kicked off by Ryudo taking the job to escort Elena to a tower to refresh the seal on the wings of Valmar. It didn't work and Elena was possessed. However, the wings of Valmar manifest themselves as a split personality of Elena's, sort of. Ryudo, for your own good, you cannot defeat Melphis. Leave this island. Leave it now. In due time, I'll leave. Once Melphis has been destroyed, I will go. Trust me, none of you will be harmed by this. No harm? Trust you? You've hurt us enough already by being here. I'll trust you to get out, now. I don't ever want to see anything like that again. The others will say the same. The only favor you can do us is to leave. If Melphis is so terrible, then the logical course of action would be to confront and eliminate him, would it not? What would you know? We've given up the sword. How can we fight him? Keep your opinions to yourself. I haven't got too much longer in this life. All I ask is to be able to spend it peacefully before I die. Oh, and the pieces of Valmar are basically competing with each other to devour the other pieces so that Valmar can become whole again. The plan is to have Elena, using Millennia, absorb all the pieces and then use the Divine Sword to destroy Valmar for good. Ryudo, everyone says you're going to die. Are you going to die? I don't want you to die. I want you to train me like you used to, Ryudo. Don't worry, kid. I'll be back to train you after I stop Melphis. No one will train me anymore. You have to come back, Ryudo. You have to train me again. Did I already go in this house? I know I went in that one. The demon's so powerful that pieces of it can possess people. You like what you hear. Yep. Yeah, it is completely indiscriminate in who it possesses, too. I've heard you're going to Grail Mountain. What for? There's nothing there for you. Just an empty altar without an idol. What's the point? The point is Melphis is waiting for me there. That's why I'm going. You're going to face Melphis? Are you mad? You'll be murdered. Run away, now. Do you have some sort of death wish? No, I don't, and I won't die. I'm going to destroy Melphis. Ryudo. Run, Dodo. Run away now. Do you want to die? Wait, what? Do you want to die? 22. 22. Good grief. Like, you'd expect this on a PS1 RPG. Not a Dreamcast one. Grail Mountain. Listen, Ryudo. The Grail Mountain you knew is gone. It's no more than a nest of monsters. The blackened spots of earth are troublesome to walk on. The mountain is cursed. What can you possibly do there? What am I going to do there? I'm here to face Malphus once and for all. I've returned to destroy Malphus. Fight Malphus? But think of what might happen to the village. No, Ryudo, don't! There is a season and a purpose for all things. Now is a season of retribution, where darkness shall receive its due. No, I cannot. If that curse returns, our village is through. Malphus is the one who destroyed Grail Mountain, and now you say you want to fight him? Ryudo, please, you'll only make things worse. Don't bring anything more down upon us. Also, the literal last boss battle before you joined in, Arkin, was a hopeless boss fight against Malphus. Ryudo, there's no guarantee whatsoever that you'll win against Malphus. You're right, but we're all going to lose if we let him continue on this way. I guarantee that. Are you crazy? If you don't fight, you can't lose. In facing Malphus, I am facing my past. How can I move ahead with my life if I don't settle my past? Curse you! How can you come here and ramble on about such things to us? Go away! Just leave us. We're almost done here. Look at this, here in the corner. What are these marks, Ryudo? Wait, that's the same. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. That's a little bit later. Ryudo, someone told me. Is it true? Are you really going to face Malphus? Even if you do avenge him, the dead can never come back. This isn't what Gallius would want. Yes, Gallius wouldn't want this. But what are we going to do? Let Malphus continue killing? We must stop him. We must. Gallius would agree with me. Malphus must not be allowed to continue killing. We can't afford any more victims. Ryudo, I remember you like this. Once you say you'll do something, you'll never back down. I know it. But this, Ryudo, this is one task you cannot accomplish. Ryudo, I remember you like this. Oh, that's the same. So you still mean to fight him, Ryudo? Won't you reconsider? It's madness to think you can defeat him. You're right, I won't fight him. Well then, I see you cannot be swayed. It looks as if we have no choice but to cast our lot with you, Ryudo. What? But he said he would not fight. How did you know he would face Malphus? By the look in his eyes. I raised him. I know him all too well. Ryudo, if you won't change your mind, then we will meet our doom with you. Chief, what is the matter with you? You've never spoken like such a coward. I've been like this ever since Rena. I am powerless as a chief, powerless as a swordsman. I could never admit this to the village, but I've given up. I could never stop him even if I tried. This is basically a Miramu 2.0. Except the people were broken before this all went bad. Rumors are swirling all around now. Ryudo, you must understand what you are doing to the village. You were always a good boy. It hurts to see you treated like this, but it would be best for all if you would just leave. I understand. But it doesn't matter to me what anyone thinks right now. I'm not leaving until I defeat Malphus. Period. Oh, Ryudo, all of you, you must stop this. I've actually noticed in that cutscene that Malphus and Ryudo have the same eye color. Now, normally you'd expect a secret back here. Just for going up those stairs, and I don't think I ever went up them before. Oh, blazes, he's back. And as if things aren't bad enough, he's got to come home to remind us. How much more miserable can you make us, Ryudo? What do you think you can do here? How can all of you be so cruel? Ryudo has to face his own brother. Yet you taunt him like children taunt one another. Elena, trust me, it's no use. The sooner I find Malphus, the sooner I can leave. And then everyone's happier. Ryudo, what did we ever do to you and that brother of yours? Why did we deserve this? We all treated you like a son. We all celebrated when Malphus won the tourney. How have we ever wronged you? You didn't remind me of your kindness. Don't worry, no harm will befall you. This is between Malphus and I. We want nothing to do with either of you. Get out! Ryudo, I hear you plan to fight Melphis. Is it true? Yes, I'm here to fight him. But why? What's over is over. You'll never bring Rena back. You can't solve anything that way. You know that. And yet you insist on fighting anyway. How can you put us through the same misery again? Melphis must be stopped. If I don't do it, which of you will? And if you all don't, then who will? He must be stopped. Simple. Ryudo, I hear you fight... No, it's just a rumor. I thought so. You'll never beat him. And I knew you'd never be stupid enough to even try it. Master, why did Ryudo lie like that? Ryudo is being considerate to them. He wishes not to cause disturbance among these people. Lying, then, is a way of maintaining order. I do not understand. Gallius, I know you're not at rest, and I swear I will avenge you. So watch over me. Wait, no, it was I who ran away. I have no right to ask that of you. Ryudo. Excuse me. How can I, who ran away while Gallius stood fast, ask him to watch over me now? I have no right, but... No, Ryudo, why you're... Ryudo, I agree with what Elena is trying to tell you. Gallius agrees as well. I am sure. You are no coward, we all know that. Merrick and Elena, thank you for your support. Bart, it's me, Ryudo. I'm going to face Melphis now. I can't run from my past anymore. The time has come to settle this. Well said, Ryudo. Melphis must not take another victim. His reign of terror must end now. I can go nowhere while Melphis still breathes. I'm off, Gallius, to face Melphis. Rena, I'm off to face Melphis. I know this must be hard for you, but you know this must be done. Ryudo. Rena, Melphis will be joining you soon. Watch over me. Rena, I am begging you to watch over Ryudo. Please keep him safe and grant him the strength he may need. Elena. Elena, fear not. Those close to Ryudo will always aid him. Rena, sister, I'm going now. Watch over me. Sasha lies here. Was she not the little girl that adored and looked up to Melphis? Yeah, she adored the old Melphis, the dead Melphis. The Melphis we know now is nothing more than a monster. True, and if we fail to stop Melphis, the slaughter will continue. The parade of blood and tears must end. Sasha, I'm leaving for the plains you know so well, to settle the score. Grandfather Rajak, I'm off to face Melphis, and I will destroy him. I know, I can hear you laughing. Boy, you couldn't cut the wind with your grip. Ryudo. Grandfather Rajak taught Melphis the way of the sword, too. If he were alive now, I know he would try to stop me. No, Ryudo, he is watching you even now. He understands the warrior's heart. You must show him you have grown. Sorry, I misread that. Grandfather, I can hear you laughing at me even now. I will fight Melphis, and I will defeat him. I used to imagine how they'd bury me here when I died. Who will be next to lie in the earth here? Me? Melphis? Who? I wonder who will lie here next. Melphis or myself? Alright, now we can do some more dungeon crawling. Give me one quick second here. Much better. This is going to be pretty rough. How horrible. What is all this? A sign and a warning from the horns of Melphis. My village was left as such. I fear what may happen should Melphis find what he seeks, for there is murder in his purpose. Melphis must not have control of that power. We must stop him. Ryudo. Oh, great. What do you want now? What are you doing here, Gata? Ryudo, this is on the door of your old house. Wait at the plateau of memories. Melphis. Melphis must be stopped, Ryudo. You must do this for me. You must kill him. We're all in danger if he still lives. He spread his madness for far too long, and you're the only one who can defeat him. Alright, this is one of the dungeons I really don't not like. It's kind of big, it's sprawling, there's lots of treasure, and there's some birds here. If any of you played this game before, you know how... Oh, those things are still here. I forgot those guys were still here. Finding all the treasure is going to be pretty rough. Because I'm going to need all of it. 1,000 gold. Excuse me, sorry for that. Like, there's something, like, bothering me on the very edge of my nose. Like, it's driving me nuts. Oh, look, birds. These guys are pretty much immune to earth damage. I can't remember what they're weak to, though.
Come on, this way, hurry!
If I'm not careful, bad things will happen. Makibishi. What did I just pick up? Is it an attack item? Nope. And what is it? It's gotta be an accessory then? Then what is it? Oh, there it is. I missed it. Oh, it's something I could have bought. While I'm thinking about it. Merrick no longer needs these. I would rather Ryudo. Let's see. Yeah, let's go life up. And, oh, no, that was another skilled item use. I thought that was something else. I was thinking cuts IP. Yeah, I was thinking it was that one. Crap. Alright. So then we'll have Merrig with all. I'd love to give Tio life up, but I can only equip 2 skills. So Merrig gets a life up and a skilled item use. He's not going to be doing a whole lot. So I got 2 item bots, 2 decoys. Alright. I think this is the way forward. Yep. Ah, nuts. This is bad. Of course it's Tio. Yeah, cover your ears, everybody. Oh my! I get surprised. I'm deleted.
We shall resume.
Yeah,
this
he's
match
kind of
later.
loud. I forgot about that detail. And Tio's the one that actually had the resurrection spell. Alright, here's what I'll do. This is more efficient, I think. Oh! I forgot. There we go. Resurrect on Tio. I guess Selena should hang on to it because she's a bit tankier than Tio. Oh, not again! Anyone going for Tio? No.
regroup.
Yeah, I hate, like, those crabs. Oh, hey, double moon. Those crabs and the storm mirages earlier in the game are by far the worst enemies to try to dodge. For different reasons, too. Wait, what's this do then? Oh, reveals a path. I like those man-eating trees. They're a little bit annoying, but I just love the noise they make. And they look goofy. Let's see, I should probably heal after getting steam vented. Now get off! At least these guys are slow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. I don't like where this is going. Good thing I have both of them trying to run.
Ryudo, we should regroup.
Like, I can't even... Hey, Slayer bros. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Not much is up. If you're familiar with this game, we're about to fight Melphis. Well, we're getting the treasure here first. But we're getting kind of wrecked by regular encounters. How about you? What's up with you? This isn't good. Oh boy. Run away!
Ryudo,
There we go. I can't even... Get away! Get away! Mars Talisman. What's that do again? There it is. Move and magic block resistance. And it uses refresh on use. That's a little redundant. There we go. Okay, I gotta take him head on so I can actually hopefully not get hurt. I don't want to blow out anyone's ears, so I'm not gonna run with Marig.
Ryudo, we should regroup.
There we go. Over this way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And you think this is bad, the next area is worse. Probably that was a bad idea. Head up over there. Oh, what? Did it just go through the thing? Let me... Yeah, it hit me through that sword thing. I think this game is trying to really give me the business right now.
Come on, this way, hurry!
I should probably enter the menu before. There we go. Yeah, we've reached a point where regular enemies are not fun. I thought I'd just do that again. I still cannot believe how fast Tio is. Okay, I need to heal. This is why having droplets of life would be... That could have gone really bad. This is why having droplets of life would be nice.
Ryudo, we should regroup.
But because I have no skill coins, I never have skill coins. I'm not going to be able to even get it. Soul Lake already starts with healer, huh? Stram defense loss. That should be fine. I can go around there. Oh, not those guys. Okay, good. It didn't surprise me.
Ryudo.
Okay, that could have
We
been
should
bad.
regroup.
Get away. Get away. I can't even imagine doing this on hard mode. I'm not sure if that's just extra treasure or that actually moves on ahead, it looks like, judging from the compass. Oh hey, there was another way around them. Potion of Azure. I think that's the best multi-target healing item in the game. Don't quote me on that though. Hey, they're not actually going after Tio. They're all swarming after Merrig.
We should regroup.
Yeah. Ah, grill fruit. Walking back out's gonna be a pain. Healing fruit. 1,000 gold.